year is 2010. You are sitting at your laptop in the middle of the night, browsing Flash games until what crosses your eye but a spooky point-and-click adventure game titled The Visitor. The brief Flash game reverses the concept of a horror game by placing you in the shoes of the parasitic monster that haunts a rural family. As you finish off the last humans around 1 in the morning, you decide that's enough, congregate for the night, and switch to new grounds. This was actually the last time that I played a game quite like Carrion. I love reverse horror titles, but games like this that really put you in the shoes of a monster are quite rare. Carrion, a short metroidvania developed by Phobia Game Studio, allows you to play a parasitic creature made of guts and eyeballs that bounces from room to room, decimating the scientists who created it. Think John Carpenter's The Thing meets Mewtwo. In Carrion, you begin the game by exploding out of a test tube and starting your chaotic warpath. While there is no text to guide you, the only thing that you can do is creep around eating people. So I figured, when in Rome, it seems like this is the goal of the game. Along the way, you unlock new abilities to solve environmental puzzles and progress through the map. This brings me to my biggest qualm in what genuinely kept me from enjoying a large part of this game. If I'm going to play a Metroidvania, I expect the map to be long and twisting, testing my patience and ability to backtrack. In Carrion, many abilities such as hydrophilia, which turns you into a giant swarm of worms that can pass through gates, fun, I know, will give you access to rooms previously inaccessible. Navigating Carrion's map feels like sight reading an orchestral work written entirely in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. It's not good. There are multiple areas, each blocked by a gate you can only squeeze through by spreading enough of your biomass. However, there is variance in the areas. You'll find a toxic landfill, an ocean floor, a uranium mine, and a few others. Unfortunately, you were never actually given a map. The idea was probably that since you're playing a parasite, the developers thought that it would interrupt the immersion to give you a readable interface. However, the frustration of not having a map in a Metroidvania can also disrupt immersion. The moody Sci-Fi Channel pixel art and cinematic music go a long way towards making this game a memorable horror experience. A lot of work was also put into the sound design, delivering every sound that you would expect to hear from a giant slithering mass of organs creeping through a military facility. But not enough of that effort was put into making the gameplay appropriately challenging. While the map is beautiful in a terrifying, slimy way, it doesn't feel rewarding to explore. The only things to do are wipe out enemies while solving basic environmental puzzles. There isn't anything extra to explore or discover in the map, which feels like a flop for any Metroidvania. With such a rich atmosphere, it's honestly a shame that there doesn't feel like more of a reason to want to stay in this immersive world. At first, the game does suck you in with a perfectly creepy aesthetic, but while the act of rushing through corridors, whipping around hunks of metal, and devouring every scientist in your path can be fun, it doesn't make for a substantial gameplay loop. Navigating the map usually took me so long that when I got to a puzzle room or boss encounter, I was anticipating a challenge. However, the only times I failed were when I lost control of the monster due to an unwieldy control scheme and ran straight into a pack of soldiers with electric riot shields and assault rifles. Flaws aside, Carrion has some interesting moments that lend perspective to the reverse horror genre. Every once in a while, you're given the opportunity to play as a human being during these dreamlike cutscenes. You and a team of scientists are exploring the laboratory in the wake of the monster's destruction, moving much more slowly and with less power than you can as the parasite. The cutscenes give you some perspective on what the map would feel like to a person as opposed to the giant rubber band ball of eels and intestines that is your character. I also enjoy the way that humans look and feel in this game. While they are designed slow and very fragile with this ragdoll physics engine and rotoscoped animation, your creature is this ultra-quick, heavy ball of pain that contrasts them well. This is a game that I would love to play through in one night with a group of friends, provided I am not the friend playing it. While it is far from the best Metroidvania to control, it is a pleasure to watch somebody play it. If you love horror, especially old monster movies, I think this game is worth checking out for the atmosphere alone. It's included for free if you have Xbox Game Pass and is $20 on Switch or Steam. I played it on Nintendo Switch and the port was fine. I would say if you already have Game Pass, this game is definitely worth checking out. It will make for a spooktacular night, that's for sure. I'm giving Carrion a 5.5 out of 10. If you enjoy my reviews on this channel, please hit subscribe and leave us a like. You can also find me on my personal channel RossyRoo, where I make other gaming content. If you've played Carrion, let me know what you think of the game and what you thought of my review in the comments below. Thanks for watching and take care.